Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his third year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. Now Mayfield.
And I think Baker Mayfield has had a tremendous...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 41, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Browns take over first and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland Browns getting the football back, and CD, the Browns are over 500, 2-1 on the season, the first time since 2014 that they have been over the 500 mark. Hard to believe, and that includes just being 1-0 because that hasn't happened yet, but now with the wins in weeks 2 and 3, they are there.
And how about this team? Baker Mayfield, he and his team had a rough opener against Baltimore. They got beat 38-6. Well, he's bounced back well. He had 2 touchdown passes in this game. Nick Chubb added 2 on the ground. Kareem Hunt's running the football. Kind of reminds you a little bit of that great 80s duo in Ernest Biner and Kevin Mack in the backfield. Can they recreate that? They're doing their best to do that. The defense, 5 takeaways against Washington. Picked up Dwayne Haskins 3 times. I think it's a good roster. Even though I saw them in the opener against Baltimore, I still thought it was a good roster. Baltimore's just awfully good, as we well know. Now they got 3 really tough games coming up. At Dallas, who needs the win in a big way. Home against Indy, who seems to have righted their ship. And then they're at Pittsburgh, who is currently undefeated. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 13-yard line.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Forced out to his left. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Davis. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
6 brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
He's going to make everything happen.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Well, for the Carolina Panthers, not a whole lot of positive things going on through the first 2 weeks. They were 0-2. They had lost 10 straight dating back to last year. Of course, Christian McCaffrey gone for at least a month. They needed something to go their way, and they got something week 3. A 21-16 road win against the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. And CD, that was Matt Rule's first win as an NFL coach.
And how happy is he? Because they were able to get it done with, 5 field goals from Joey Sly, their kicker. Got it done on the road against a pretty darn good Chargers team. First win for Matt Rule. Put it all together. Don't forget the defense, too, because that defense had a nice late stop to give them that opportunity to win it. And how about Mike Davis coming off the bench for Christian McCaffrey? Had a touchdown catch. This is a Carolina Panthers team that I think is going to get better as the season goes on. And I'll leave you with this. The baseball playoffs are beginning. Shaq Thompson, their linebacker, was a minor league baseball player. Curveball was tough, but hitting people, a lot better for him. He had 13 tackles in that win.
And looking ahead, they're home next week against Arizona, and then they will travel to Atlanta. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Davis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, Charles, a little bit ago, we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There are 6 of them. The Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those, do you think that they still have a chance of playing football in January?
Well, the short answer and the easy answer should be no, right? With this kind of a start, they should be pretty well dead and buried. But I'm going to focus in on the Houston Texans because
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 50 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love that.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out, to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Panthers 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
At their own 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this. is the correct call.
And the Browns first down.
So we have reached halftime here. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Cody Parkey set to kick
The
off.
Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
As we do every week, we like to look ahead to what's coming up week 4 in the NFL, and no shortage of good matchups again. I'm going to start, though, Charles, with one that is not really an intriguing matchup because they're two good teams, two 0-3 teams, Denver and the Jets. Vic Fangio and Adam Gase, those coaches, they both need a win in a big way.
You got that right, and both of them have really struggled in the early going. Denver lost their quarterback, Drew Lock. He's supposed to be gone for about a month or so, and they're playing with Jeff Driscoll right now. And it's really, really tough for the Jets. Hard to find anything that's been positive early.
And then a couple of other ones on the other end of the spectrum. Pittsburgh at Tennessee, both 3-0, and a late afternoon game on Sunday. New England at Kansas City. That should be a good one. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets it down to the 32. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Bridgewater again. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, 34 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Conversion is no good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Johnson now returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, but looked to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
A gain of 32. First down.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Rolling to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them.
And he's going to go down again. Jeremy Chin providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Runaway and
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Davis. Now Davis fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They go over the... middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
Mayfield's pass.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Number 27.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. His throw caught right around the 6.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
What's the deal, y'all? So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
That's caught at the 3. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Cody Parkey set to kick
Now
off.
after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what it's symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis
symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Davis. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's another.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
A gain of 5.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb.
Mayfield with the
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's brought down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.